right, drivers ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
10 years ago, I was shooting my own cars in empty parking lots, no budget, no access, no contacts really. And now we're here at an empty airport drag strip racing 3 insanely beautiful cars. I want to talk to you guys about the journey that it takes to get here, because it's not just a one-day thing that you get access to this type of stuff. Today I'm just shooting behind the scenes because these guys are the real pros. 360 cameras, gimbals, drones, everything. I'm just here to have fun. Wow. Now, of course, for everyone, there is a beginning and a hopeful destination. And in this video, I'm hoping to talk you guys through 4 things that I did specifically in the middle of my journey that really helped my career. And honestly, I love making these types of videos because there's no sponsors. It's just us, you and me talking about things that we're passionate about, and hopefully I can help you a little bit farther along in your journey. Maybe you're at the beginning of your journey or somewhere in the middle of these steps, or maybe you've already landed and just want to see someone else who's doing something cool too. My hope for this video is that you'll be encouraged or inspired to continue on your journey to be a content creator, whether that's in the automotive niche or in any niche at all. Before I talk about the 4 things you should do, we can talk about my beginning. I started my journey as an automotive content creator 12 years ago, and I feel like I've landed at a pretty cool place. I started this very humbly with very few advantages, and I didn't have access to cars. So there was a lot of things that I had to do, just like many of you guys. If you're in the automotive industry, it takes a while to get to being able to shoot cool cars like I was able to shoot on that runway. Ultimately, what I did have at the beginning is a ton of passion and the ability to just keep showing up. So the first of the 4 things that is important in this journey is to invest in your skills. Your skills need to get better. You can't just assume that if you sit on the couch and watch this YouTube video like you're doing right now, that's going to be good enough for you to be a content creator. It's not. You have to get off your butt, take your cell phone and go take photos. If you have a camera, go take photos. If you don't have a car, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to anyone that has one. The important thing here is that when you get access to a great car, you already have the skills that you can confidently go and shoot that vehicle or shoot that product or shoot that event or whatever, but you're not going in being like, oh, I hope this goes well. No, you've already practiced.
I started from the parking lot pretty much like you know, slowly being passionate about all this. I pushed the envelope, tried to invest in a gear, tried to get towards what I wanted to be, and pretty much just asking them to, you know, shoot a car for free and use it for my page. I had an idea.
Yes, watch YouTube videos like this, but you really do need to level up your skills before you can assume that people are going to give you access to something. I think the other thing that's important here is don't assume that this isn't going to take time. It does take time. It takes practice. It takes work. It takes energy and it takes effort. A lot of people in this industry honestly had to work more than one job. I had to work my full-time job. This YouTube thing and car photography became a part-time job. And then many of us have life that happens outside of that as well. So if you're young, this is a great time for you to start building those skills up, because life hasn't really happened to you yet. Like, I've got to have a mortgage and a wife and a kid and another kid on the way. So these are all things that I have to navigate and manage on top of my work and building a business. Thankfully, I've already built the skills I need, and now I'm working on some of these other phases that we'll get to. Put in the comments, which one do you think is going to win? BMW, Mercedes, Porsche. I think you guys know I'm a big Porsche fan, so I'm hoping for that, but we'll see. These cars are all pretty fast, pretty sick cars. We're going for a rip in the BMW. Okay, not a BMW guy. That ripped. Giovanni's getting mad at me because I'm not a BMW guy.
I'm not one either, but you can't deny, like, when you get into like the M cars and just the drivability of them, whether you like the style or not, like they're
go.
Yeah,
that went.
They're driver focused guys.
That was
sure.
insane.
Yeah.
So the second thing that takes time in this journey is relationship compounding. So the more you get to know people as you shoot someone's car, or you go shoot an event, or you get an opportunity to shoot for a client or a business, that's a relationship that you are building. I highly recommend you go into those businesses and those opportunities with a big smile, with gratitude, and with a really good work ethic, because these relationships are gonna compound over years. I have some of the same clients today that I had 10 years ago, because you do a good job on that video or photo project or whatever, and that's going to give you work consistently throughout the years. And those people tend to have friends who also have businesses, or if you're shooting cars, those people also tend to have people that have nice cars. So the better of a job you do at whatever work you're doing, those relationships are going to speak for themselves. And honestly, any job that I've gotten in my entire life has been mostly because I've had a relationship with someone, or I've started in this job and then they knew someone that had another opportunity, and then you start climbing the corporate ladder, so to speak. And it's no different in the car industry. So make sure that if you get a job, that you're treating those relationships with the highest, utmost importance. It's all thanks to this guy. You buy a Porsche, you meet someone like this, and then all of a sudden you're shooting really cool cars on drag strips.
Cool stuff and cool cars.
The third thing that is crucial to the journey is being consistent. Obviously, I think this is kind of like a no-brainer. If you're not consistent, the journey ends somewhere in the middle. And so for me, my passion was the thing that was able to keep me consistent. I really genuinely love shooting automotive because I love being in cars, I love driving cars, I love new tech, and I love new camera gear. So I love being able to take out new cameras, shoot a really cool car, and both of those things really do inspire me and ignite my passion. And so that's helped me stay consistent. There is some financial benefit and some financial need as well that creates consistency for me now at this point in my career. But early on, you might not have the financial benefit of being consistent. You might have those 2 jobs that you're working and still have to go out and create content. And consistency can look different for everyone. I am not the Gary Vee or Vaynerchuk or whatever of YouTube. I'm just a guy who consistently put out content over the course of many, many, many years. And that's compounded to now where I am today, being able to work for large brands like Shell, Subaru, and many, many other partners like Lumix, DJI, all these really, really cool companies. But that doesn't happen overnight. That happens through consistency over time. For me, where the consistency mattered was in building community with people like you that are like me, that love cameras and cars and creating content. And while getting brands in the inbox and getting paid for what I do is extremely important, I think that the most important thing is consistency, community, building a strong foundation that you can build off of, and then I think the brands will come for that. The fourth thing I think is investing in better gear. So you've already built your skills, you're really getting better at what you do, you have the relationships, and you're investing in consistently creating content. Hopefully by now, through consistency, relationships, and you're having greater skills, now that you have all these things, you can invest into better gear. If it's important for you to invest in better gear early on, or maybe you have the benefit of having cash flow early, that's great, but I always recommend people to actually just start with what they're passionate about and just go with what they have, like your cell phone or your aunt's camera or whatever it is, because that's gonna get you started. A lot of people invest in gear early on and it doesn't really make a difference. Most modern day cell phones are incredible if you have the right apps, or maybe you can put a filter on your phone. You can get some really incredible footage, photos from your phone. Now, of course, if you're starting to get client work, paid client work, you're gonna need to invest into cameras and getting better gear to make higher quality stuff. But over time, I've definitely invested in better gear like gimbals, drones, microphones, lights, those types of things to help me create better content for myself, but also for brands. I'm gonna add a bonus tip here as well because I think it's important. Even if you wanna be an automotive content creator specifically, I highly recommend that you learn how to shoot other types of content. For me, as I've gone through this journey, automotive has grown, but it's taken a while to get it to a point where it can be a valid business kind of opportunity, that it can be my full-time job. Along the way, I did a lot of things like portrait work for companies. I did a lot of real estate. I would highly recommend that you just learn how to use your camera and try a bunch of different things, because you might actually find out that you like other niches or genres of content creation other than automotive. Now for me, as I've compounded my skills, my relationships, my consistency, getting better gear, it has gotten me to a really cool place in my career where I was able to purchase my dream car, the 911. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I'll put it up here for you guys because it's so fun. But what that also has done for me, which I didn't really anticipate, is that car has gotten me access to new rooms that I didn't have the ability to get in before. Driving a GTI is different than driving a Porsche 911, and so that's given me access to relationships like Jovan and 409, and being able to show up for the guys at Mercedes-Benz downtown Calgary and see what they're doing. And that has come from all of these things compounding to this place that I'm in now. So what changes when you finally get access? Locations? Yeah. Cooler cars? Yeah. But I think what's most important to remember here is that the journey to get here is what's most important. Figuring out what you love most about this, whether it's photography, driving cars, owning cars, being a part of a community, that's what's important. So thank you all for being a part of the journey, for me getting here, having my sweet Porsche, being here on this runway with incredible automotive enthusiasts, camera guys. It's really, really special to be here. Let me know in the comments where you guys are in your journey. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. You might like that video there as well. And I do hope that I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.